Welcome back, hunters. In this video we are comparing the Arc-tempered Nu Udra Armor sets with the previous top performance, the Radau Odo setup and the 4-ray Numi baseline. We will look at how these builds perform in hunts using both the AT Radau Slay Time Graph and the Savage X Cycle damage plot, while explaining what makes each armor combination unique. Let's start with a quick overview of what each armor is built for. 4-ray Numi, a long fight specialist. The latent power synergy grants 50% affinity for 3 minutes and 30 seconds per activation, giving excellent consistency in extended hunts. And thanks to the 3 pieces of Arc-tempered armor, Guts Tenacity activates, which slightly lowers defense but increases raw by 5%. Radau Udra Armor, an aggressive hybrid. It has latent power level 2, 20% affinity for 2 minutes and 30 seconds, but compensates with higher raw thanks to the Odogaron burst boost and the Ufduna legs. The mixing of Radau and the Ufduna pieces allows to activate the Arc-tempered group bonus Guts Tenacity. Its main weakness is limited affinity. Nu Udra Agitator Odogaron, a spin-off of the Radau and Ufduna mix. Nu Udra Weakness Exploit Odogaron, traded Agitator 5 for Weakness Exploit 5, adding 30% affinity on weak points and 20% on wounds for more consistency crits. Would also work with Latent Power 5, but without Radau, set bonus Latent Power is only activated for 2 minutes. Nu Udra Omega sets. Built entirely from Title Update 3 armor pieces, because Omega's set bonus depends on other hunters' proximity. The test is separated in local Omega when near teammates and remote Omega when fighting solo or further away from other hunters. Before we get to the performance, let's go over the key set bonuses. Omega Resonance. The Omega armor introduces Resonance system. Resonance once, 2 pieces, alternates between local and remote states, giving 20% affinity or 10 attack. Resonance 2 boosts those values to 40% affinity or 20 attacks and also enhances Omega's weapons. This makes Omega highly dynamic. Locals group hunts with massive affinity uptime, while remote rewards solo players with reliable raw boost. Odogaron Burst Boost. The Odogaron bonus enhances the burst skill. Burst Boost 1, 2 pieces, plus 8 attack and 1 second duration. And Burst Boost 2, 4 pieces, plus 18 attack and 2 seconds duration. Since Burst activates after 5 hits, this effective doubles the base power. Even Burst level 1 becomes stronger than Burst level 4 without Odogaron, giving short burst weapons like charge rate a major payoff. Nu Udra Bad Blood. Finally, Nu Udra adds the Bad Blood bonus, giving flat bonus damage whenever Resentment is activated. It works for all weapons, scales with hit zone values and has a 5-second cooldown, providing a burst DPS boost during the hunts. Now let's look at the performance results shown in the graphs. Keep in mind that these comparisons represent best case scenarios. All skills are assumed to have 100% uptime during the test. That means the Nu Udra Resentment builds benefits from their maximum raw bonuses throughout the entire hunt. And Radau Latent Power sets remain full affinity for the whole duration. Across both the Slay Time and Savage X Cycle damage plots, the trend is clear. 4-ray Numi delivers stable, long-term performance, sitting just below the Omega variants with roughly 177 DPS. The Radau Odogaron and the Udra variants of the Odogaron sets hovers around 170 DPS, trending consistency for higher burst potential for Odogaron's boost and Udra's Bad Blood. Both Omega builds rise above the rest. The local Omega variants achieves the fastest average kill time and the smoothest Savage X cycle, thanks to high affinity from Resonance level 1. while the remote Omega setup provides steadier solo damage through its raw bonus. Overall, the graph shows the Udra Omega leading with roughly 185 DPS and the fastest clear, closely followed by the remote Omega version. On paper, the Nu Udra Agitator Odogaron should outperform Radaus Uvduna Odogaron slightly, but at practice, keeping Resentment active all the time isn't realistic. Even against monster that inflicts Fire Blight or Poison, your HP rarely stays low enough to maintain the bonus safely. That's why I still prefer the Ray Uvduna Odogaron combination for consistent hunts. It delivers reliable damage without depending on self-damage uptime. And its mix of burst boost and military power level 2 makes it more practical for real encounters. However, the Nu Udra Omega set shows real promise, especially in multiplayer or support hunters. When Resonance local buff is active near hunters, the damage curve is excellent and the synergy potential makes it a strong contender for coordinated group play. So while the Ray Uvduna Odo remains preferred general purpose setup, the Nu Udra Omega local is the clear leader for team hunts, combining speed, affinity, consistency and modern synergy from the latest update. If you found this breakdown useful, consider leaving a like and let me know which of these sets you're using for your chart break runs, or which changes you would perform to these sets. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next hunt.